I am married and I started wearing niqab after I got married. And my husband never forced me to do anything against my will. He always supporting me in everything, in every manner. And he is in full support of me. And do you know one thing? When I started wearing niqab, he was so proud of me. He told me that you are a different woman. You are an honorable woman. You are a respectable woman.
For me, I believe that it's not what you wear that makes you a true Muslim. I don't see myself any different to someone who's wearing a niqab. Only difference is she's covering her face and I'm not. She's covering her hair and I'm not. But like what I'm wearing today, the only thing that someone can see is my face and my hair. I'm covered from head to toe. I've got long sleeve on, and I'm covered all my legs. So there's not that much of a difference just between me and someone who is wearing a hijab. I don't see the difference. I don't get classed. Don't see how they can class me any different. But I can see the confusion for non-Muslim because the two extremes.
There are some people who give me bad look because of their judgment, and they judge books by its cover. They don't see book inside, what is inside. And I won't feel comfortable without niqab. I won't feel complete without niqab. And I don't want to take off it just to make them comfortable. You can't make everyone happy.
I also believe when wearing the niqab, you draw a lot of attention to yourself. Just because I choose not to wear the hijab doesn't mean people will look at me any differently. I don't draw attention. I don't walk around with mini skirts on. As I've said before, I'm covered up from head to toe right now. The only things not covered up is my hair, and I don't think I'm drawing a lot of attention. But if someone with a niqab walking down the street, even I turn around and look at them differently, and I know why they're wearing the niqab. So I believe that they draw more attention than someone like me. But then in our religion, the whole point in covering yourself up as a woman is to draw less attention and gain less attention, especially from a man. But in wearing that, you have a lot of people looking at you differently down the road thinking, what is that? Who is that? Why in this country, we're in the UK? And I think that's where racism starts, because you have a lot of people who are not Muslim, who are born and raised here, who are the English, believe that if you want to dress like that, you need to go back to your own country, because that's not what they know as normal.
Men and women are equal, but in treatment and respect. But their tasks are different, their responsibilities and their duties are different. Allah made us different in beautiful way.
In my opinion, I do not believe women are equal to men. In countries such as Iran, Afghanistan, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, this definitely is the case, as men always are treated highlier and better than women. I know in some states like Afghanistan and Iran, definitely Turkey, have tried, and they do act on some things that have changed along with the generations, which are now a lot more better in the argument over men and women being equal. But I know for a fact Saudi Arabia still classes women very low. Examples like a man can have 4 wives, a woman can't drive. They have to wear the whole niqab and all that, but a man doesn't. Stuff like that isn't. Some people might argue the case and say, well, they have different duties, but that doesn't mean that they should be treated differently. So there's no equal.
France has banned the niqab in public, and about this issue, I feel so sorry about France, because they call themselves democrat and civilized country. This is dictatorship. They can't see things in that way. I think they are scared of spreading Islam in such ratio, because Islam is spreading in everywhere in such high ratio. They can't see things in that way.
As a country, that isn't a Muslim-based country like Iran, like my own country, I believe it's wrong to have to force other people to accept you because you feel like wearing a niqab, you feel like covering your face. Well, the country isn't based on that belief. It's not based on that religion. So why do you think it's okay? Yes, there's freedom of speech and there's freedom of act and there's freedom, but that doesn't mean you should take advantage of it. If people in France don't like it, it's their right. They're the people of France. You're not. Okay, we have the born Muslims in France who might say, "Well, I'm French and I should," but that still I don't believe is even a reason for them to wear the niqab in France and then make a big fuss about it if France chooses to ban it.
I think we are very special people, very, very special people, because we are following the true path made by our God. And it's not easy to follow Islam and in such a strict manner. You have to be brave and you have to be strong when you follow these rules set by Allah. And we are very special.
Especially in this generation, I've seen when someone with the niqab has a conversation with someone else, especially someone who's not Muslim and doesn't understand, they've always seen, you see in their face, they're not paying attention to what the person is saying. They're more interested in what they look like and trying to figure out what is that person saying. Why does she have to wear that? They go off topic. They can't see your face. They can't see if you're lying, you're telling the truth, you're reacting, you're upset, you're sad. They can't see no emotions. They can't have the correct human to human communication that's needed. They go off topic and they start thinking, why is she wearing that? What is she saying? This is wrong. This is not what I believe it should come off someone wearing the niqab. But like I've said, in a country like the UK, this is what you get because it's not what they base their values and beliefs on.